Good morning, guys. I wanted to start out this video by announcing the winner of the Nuciya giveaway that I hosted in last week's morning chat. And I plan to reply in a comment to the winner that I randomly chose through random.org. But yeah, I'm having a few issues with last week's morning chat, so I had to actually make the video private, so it's not up on my channel right now. And so the winner I will list down in the description box. I'll also leave my email down below so that you can contact me, and then I can email you the $25 gift voucher to use on Nuciya.com. I actually don't have too much time today, and I am not in a mood to talk about anything too deep, so I'll just be getting ready, and I hope that's okay with you guys. But the one thing that I did want to talk about after I put my face on is I do have 5 empty products that I wanted to share with you. I personally love empties videos because it gives you a better picture of what the person thinks about the products, you know, now that they've finished the entire thing. So I'm also in the middle of decluttering a lot of things, and I was going to wait until I had a few more products to share with you, a few more empties products, but honestly I want to let them go. While I have 5, I'm gonna kind of briefly share what I thought and what I would be repurchasing. I'm just using the Glossier skin tint right now. Man, you know, I didn't think I would love this as much as I do. And before, when I first got this, I would reach for this more on days where, you know, I'm just teaching or just going out to run a few errands. But there has been a lot of competition between the Glossier skin tint and the Beauty Counter Tint Skin. I find myself actually reaching for this more than this one these days. And I don't know, I think I've been really enjoying the lighter coverage of this, even though I still really love the Beauty Counter Tint Skin. One thing to note about my skin these days, I have really dry skin, especially in the winter. But with my new-ish skincare routine, like the way that I've been layering on the products, and with the Glossier skin tint on top, I have been noticing less and less like flaky skin. And where I usually deal with flakes is like around my cheeks and sometimes around my nose. But yeah, like these days I've been loving wearing the Chia oil that I just did a review on, that I'll link up here. Yeah, I've been layering that on top of my Provise Nutrify Tonic, which is like it's a toner. I don't want to say it's a toner. It's more like a serum toner, I guess. It comes in a little dropper bottle. I've been using that after cleansing my face, and then I go in with the Chia Super Couple face oil, and then on top I would apply my daytime moisturizer right now. I've been using this for the longest time, the Acure Day Cream, and as you can see, this is one of my empty products. I bought a new one, but it has such a weird smell. Like, it kind of smells stinky. So I haven't been using that, but instead, what have I been using? It's the Physiogel like day moisture cream. I don't know, it's one of those, it looks like a pharmaceutical brand. I know you can get it in drugstores, but like just by the packaging, it looks like something that like a doctor would prescribe to you. I believe I've checked the ingredients on that, and although it's not the cleanest, I think it had a better rating than Cetaphil. Because honestly, like that's what my skin craves in the winter. So yeah, that, and then I'll use some Coola sunscreen on top. And then when I use the skin tint, it's like, yeah, I have 0 dry patches on my face, and it's been blowing my mind. Like, apart from the few breakouts that I have on my face, my skin has been doing so well. Yeah, and I really think it's the Chia along with the Mahalo Rare Indigo Balm that I got not too long ago too. Oh my gosh, I just got Sandra a tub for her 40th birthday. It was her 40th birthday yesterday, and I know she's mentioned wanting to try that product. So I got that for her, and I was telling her how moisturizing and like nourishing it's been for my skin, and she just texted me this morning telling me that she tried it out and she completely agrees with the effects that I've shared that it had on my skin. Another thing I wanted to mention is my beauty blender. So before this one, I actually tried the the tan or the nude beauty blender, and I felt that it really broke apart easily. And then I discovered that Beauty Blender had a pure version which was dye free, and so I bought 2 of these. I'm still on my first one, and unfortunately, look at this, like, it's really falling apart. And when I had the hot pink, the original Beauty Blender, I never had issues with tearing. So I don't know what the deal is with this one and the nude one, but they fall apart. So I'm kind of bummed because I bought 2. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are in the market for a beauty blender or thinking to replace it, I wouldn't recommend the pure one to you, just because of, like, it's so beat up. So for as long as I've been filming morning chats, I have been using the Honest Beauty Luminizing Powder to bronze and use kind of as blush. But then in November, during the VIB sale, I got a few gift cards for my birthday, and one of the things that I purchased that I haven't talked about yet is the Bite Beauty Multi-Stick, and I got it in the color Brioche, and it looks like that. And I've been using this mostly on my lips when I first got it. So let me just show you what that looks like. So this is like my favorite kind of color, where it's nude, but it kind of has like a little bit of brown and pink in it. I don't know if I'm describing that correctly, but I started out using this on my lips and I loved it. And then when we went to Shanghai in December, I didn't want to pack the Honest Beauty bronzer, the powder, so I actually only took this and I used this as blush. And then I used it a few times after, and last week someone asked me about this color, so I thought I would share that with you today. So like at first it like kind of scared me like how pigmented it is, and I normally like to avoid like blush on my cheeks just because I have hyperpigmentation there, but this just, it's creamy, but then it has a powdery finish at the, you know, after it settles, and so I think it looks really natural. It just gave me like a little bit of a flush, and I absolutely love this multi-stick. So I've been wearing this a ton, like almost every single day. And like I used to find cream blushes kind of intimidating, but it just really blends out so nicely. So if you're in the market for a multi-use product, I recommend the Bite Beauty Multi-Stick in the shade Brioche. So one thing about using the Maya Chia face oil in the morning, it's not greasy at all, but some mornings I have more time for it to sit on my face and then just time to sink in. But today I actually put everything on, I layered everything on, and then I'm kind of in a rush to put on makeup right now. So I do find that my skin is really dewy. So I want to make sure to set my face with some powder. But honestly, like the mornings where I have enough time for everything to sink in, I stopped powdering my face in the parts where I get kind of shiny, just because it is the winter and I'm not as disco ball-y as I can be in the summertime. I'm just gonna do my brows real quick and then we'll get into the empty products. I'm gonna apply a little bit of highlighter on top here, just using my RMS Living Luminizer. My sister is actually bringing me the Glossier Halo Scope in the limited edition color Moonstone when she gets here next month. I'm actually gonna skip putting on mascara today because I just don't feel like putting it on. So let me share some of the products that I finished up over the past few months. Acure Day Cream, I've gone through, oh my gosh, 6-7 tubes of these all of last year, and I do like this. I think I might repurchase it, but I wish this lasted me longer. That's my only beef with it. And in the winter, it is not as moisturizing as I would like it to be, so I'm on the fence. I know that this is like a safe option. If I end up finishing I have a long way to go with my Physiogel moisturizing cream, so maybe after I'm done with that I would go back to this. But yeah, I mean, I like the scent. It's like a very light citrus scent. Acure is pretty cleanly formulated. Yeah, it never broke me out, and if you're looking for a day cream, I would actually recommend you try this one. And then I have an empty bottle of the Rosehip Oil, and this is from the brand Aura Acacia. I just got this on iHerb.com, and I think you can get it off of Vitacost and Amazon or even Whole Foods. Yeah, iHerb is just the best option for me because shipping is really quick and cheap to Korea, and I've gone through like at least 3 of these. And what I would do with the Rosehip is in the mornings after cleansing, I would take a little bit of this, do like 1.5 pumps of this, mix it together, and then apply it as my moisturizer. I actually have another bottle in the fridge right now that's like about halfway done. So this has been empty for a while, but I paused using my Rosehip oil because I was testing out the Maya Chia. Honestly, right now I'm like loving the Maya Chia so much that I mean, I'm going to finish the Rosehip oil, but I don't know exactly when I'll get back to it. This brand, it does need to be stored in the fridge, and it says, for best results, refrigerate and use within 6 months after opening. Okay, so I should probably use this up quickly. Yeah, if you're looking for a Rosehip oil, I recommend this brand. There was another brand that I tried previously. I think it was Life Flow. And that one was like half the price of this one, and it also didn't need refrigerating. But then when I looked at the breakdown of ingredients, they looked really similar. This costs about like 10 bucks, and I decided to go with this because I don't know, for me, like when I think about a product needing to be refrigerated, it just seems fresher. So if you're looking for a Rosehip oil, I recommend this brand. I finished up a tube of the Glossier Boy Brow. I love this stuff. I have one that I broke into here, and then I think my sister is bringing me one when she comes. This is a product that it's just a staple, and so I'm always going to want a backup of. Let's see. Yeah, it's like bone dry in here. Like if you go like this, there's like absolutely no product. I like swiped it on my hand. Yeah, nothing. Love this. Really recommend Boy Brow for your grooming needs. It doesn't make your brows really stiff at all, but it still kind of keeps them in place, and it doesn't look crusty, so I love that. And then I finally finished up the Beauty Counter Cleansing Balm, and this is in the 1.3 ounce. I got this at Target when Beauty Counter and Target did their collaboration, and I paid $30 for it. I know that the original size of this that's available at beautycounter.com, I think it's double the size of this one, and it costs, I think, somewhere near $80. So I don't know, $80 for a cleansing balm, it seems like a lot. And so when this was available at Target, I picked it up for $30, used it up completely, and I really enjoyed this cleansing balm. But I don't know if I could pay $80 for the full-size product. Yeah, I mean, I would love to get it as a gift or something, but it's always hard for me to pay that much for a cleansing balm or a cleanser of some sort. But this actually came with a little spatula and a muslin cloth. And it was because of this product that I was able to test out a muslin cloth on my face. I hadn't owned one previously, and I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I mean, I recommend this product if it's in your budget. If not, I don't know, it's kind of expensive. That's my only thing. And then lastly, I finished this one up. This is the Be Magic All-in-One Healing Skin Cream. And let's see what's in here. This is like one of those multi-purpose products where you can use as a moisturizer for your face, hands, body. You can use it on dry, irritated skin. It can help soothe and quickly relieve rashes, burns, bites, and stings. And when I was looking at reviews on Amazon, I've read up on a lot of people saying that this really helped soothe their acne. And after I tossed my Cetaphil moisturizing cream, I bought this, and I finished this up and I really liked it. At first I thought it was kind of greasy because it almost feels like you're putting Vaseline on your face a little bit. The ingredients are organic extra virgin olive oil, beeswax, organic honey, propolis extract, bee pollen, and royal jelly. So it's like a very short ingredient list. So after finishing this up, I was thinking of repurchasing it. It wasn't too expensive. I want to say it was around 20 bucks on iHerb. And then one day I was just on the homepage of YouTube and there was like a video that was suggested to me, and it was like a DIY zero waste lotion for sensitive skin. And so I clicked into it, and the person that made the video, her name is Stevie, and I know who is it? I know Ali Cherry and Lauren. They are following her on Instagram, because when I found her video, I looked into her Instagram and then I saw that like a few people that I'm friends with on Instagram were following her. Anyway, she's like a huge advocate for zero waste, and I was really interested in like trying to make a DIY face lotion that's comparable to this one. So that's how I found her. Her name is Stevie. I'll leave her video down below for this lotion. So the consistency looks like a mashed sweet potato, and it's a little bit clumpy because in Stevie's original recipe, she tells you to double boil a few of the ingredients. I want to say maybe the beeswax pellets and the olive oil, and then to add in the shea butter at the end with the honey. But because of that, the shea butter didn't really melt down and become a smooth consistency. So let me see if I can show you. Like, some of these chunks are really hard to break down on your face. It's really annoying. So I got in touch with Stevie and I told her my experience with making this DIY face lotion, and then she told me that she actually updated the recipe and she suggested melting in the shea butter in the beginning. So I think my next batch I'll do that. But see, I've been rubbing this in and it just will not break down. But yeah. Another thing was, in her recipe, she doesn't have exact measurements to put into this mixture. She just kind of like eyeballs it, and I just guesstimated, you know, based on her video. But I think originally I didn't use enough olive oil, so it was really sticky. And even now it's a bit sticky. And when I talked to her, she suggested that I add a bit more olive oil. So if you guys would be interested in making this, I've been really enjoying it, and I've been using it every other night when I'm not using the Mahalo Rare Indigo Balm. And I've also been using this on my lips. It's very moisturizing and it tastes really good because of the raw organic honey in it. And the other plus is that Brandon loves this face cream, and he's been asking for it every night. Or like when I ask him if he wants some, he always says yes. And then I just like kind of massage it into his face, and then I take a little bit extra and put it on his lips. He always comments every time I use this on him. Yeah, I really like it. And it hasn't broken me out. I was afraid that the olive oil would break me out, but it did not. So these are the 5 products that I finished up in the last, I don't know, anywhere from like 3 to 6 months that I've been hoarding. It feels so good to finally be able to toss them now. Alright guys, I'm gonna head to work now. Let me know down below how you're doing, and I am sorry that I haven't been able to get back to every single comment. Honestly, it's becoming a bit harder to respond to all of my emails and messages, and I know that most of you guys understand, and there's a lot of grace there, so thank you so much. But please know that every comment that you guys leave, none of them ever goes unread. It's just whenever I have my free pockets of time, I will try to get back to as many as possible. But yeah, let me know how you're doing, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you on Thursday for a gratitude video. Okay, bye!